Okay, so today is episode 80 or season 2 episode... I had it actually saved.
20 something.
20, I think 23?
It's episode 80 anyway.
Yeah, I think it's 23.
80.
Actually, I have it here. Hold on. Oh, no, episode 28.
Oh, episode 28.
There you
Awesome.
go. Season 2, episode 28.
Just in case anybody wanted to know.
And today we had from Kentstown in County Meath, Mr. Rob Matthews.
Aye.
Now from
Welcome.
Dalkey, County Meath.
I've moved around a little bit.
Yeah, you've done a bit of moving. You were in Dundry for a little while.
Dundry by, and then, I've been a blow-in now. Dundry blow-in, and now a Kildare blow-in. So.
You're doing all the little towns of Meath.
You're now in the hurling capital of Meath.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
have to start playing hurling, yeah.
Yeah, the hurling backbone.
Me and
of
you
Meath.
can go for a puck around maybe if you want.
Yeah, there we go.
Puck.
Yeah.
You said puck, yeah.
Puck, yeah.
Yeah, be careful.
Got myself in a lot of trouble asking that
Be
right.
careful going for a puck around with
Yeah,
them. I've been
That's why a
caught.
lot of neighbours don't like me.
So we talked about cycling today and the bike to work scheme, getting a new bike, getting involved in biking from a complete novice's standpoint up to where you're actually out on the roads regularly doing stuff.
Yes.
And
And
Rob's-
falling off your bike.
and falling off your bike and not unscrewing, unclipping yourself.
Yes.
We had a little talk about a YouTuber that decided to jump out of a plane and crash it, and then now he's going to be... Well, you can listen in
Yeah,
and see.
exactly. Jeez, you're getting as bad as John last
Give
week.
it away.
Yeah.
We give you the history of bicycles, where they
Yep.
started off, how
Yes.
big the wheels got, how sore the bums were, and every kind of iteration.
And what
of the
dresses to wear while cycling.
Exactly. An old-fashioned ad from the 1880s.
We had round 4 of the Chocolate Bar World Cup.
Yes, a delicious
Lord.
outcome.
Yeah,
as
that's probably
always.
the best one, actually, to be fair.
Yeah. It was fairly clear who the winner
Yeah,
was.
well, here it was, anyway.
Yeah, don't say the name of the bar, John. Don't do
Nope,
it.
I won't do it this time.
So let's name it. We'll
Yes.
go from left to right. I'll give you my name first.
Okay.
My name for today's podcast is Could I Rob You for a Ride?
Oh.
It's pretty good.
I was going to go with Fuchsia Bike Dads of the FBD ad.
Fuchsia Bike Dads.
Yeah, because that's the colour of the lycra that you wear as you're cycling, and
Right.
you use our dads and use van cycling.
All right, okay.
And we might hop on a bit of popularity from that ad. But then what John brought up there, I think going pucking on the green
Oh, that's pretty
is
good.
probably a
Jesus.
better one, isn't it?
Do you want to go for a puck around?
John and Rob go pucking.
What do you think, Rob? Have you got a name?
We go for a puck or a ride.
Oh, I like it. A puck or a ride. But that comes off the tongue nicely, doesn't it?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, so episode... What is it again? Episode 80.
80.
Or season 2, episode 28.
A puck or a ride.
Yeah, walk with me this, walk with me that. Thinking on the topic that you could have had. The only game that makes me feel so alive. I'm guessing for 30, it could be only 5. Getting involved would be a superpower. You can get it every week on the JB Waffle Hour. 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 JB Waffle Hour.
I love that song.
Yeah.
I do love that song.
Nice.
Yeah.
Bum, bum.
Have you listened to it between last week and this week?
Yeah, Wednesday I listened to it. Yeah,
At 7:02 a.m.
on repeat. Yeah,
I think I might release it as an actual song.
you should.
The
Like-
Eurovision.
Do a long... Well,
The Eurovision.
So should there be like maybe a couple of choruses or a couple of things in between? Like,
yeah, I'm not sure what I'd sing about, though.
You imagine on the stage in Sweden, I assume Stockholm next year, and you're singing that, and there's like people in waffle costumes behind you.
I presume it's you in a waffle
There would-
costume, I'd hope.
That'd be
have
magical.
To be. It would have to be a rap song, wouldn't it?
I think so.
Yo, the boys having a rap and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I almost broke into one.
Yeah, you're doing the verse. You're doing the verse. Yo, the boys doing a rap.
Just break it down in the middle.
JB
Kick
Waffle.
it off. Kick it off, Owen.
We should totally do it as a rap song and like release a video and everything.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And have it really, really cheesy and corny and awful.
Really aggressive as well. Like. Bertie coming up like with gang signs. And
It's just that the chorus is about JB Waffle Hour and then the verse is all about how many guns we own and like all our gold chains and stuff.
Illegally with permits. Go on.
Yeah, of course. Sorry, Bertie. I jumped straight in with JB Waffle Hour song, Eurovision Hopes.
No, yeah, I think it could do well.
Totally came all over your intro there. Sorry.
It's okay. Hello, everybody.
Hey,
It
Birdie.
is episode 80.
Oh my goodness, 80.
80. We're only 2 away from making it big. The
that again?
magic number is
Explain.
82.
Explain.
Well, if by the time we're at episode 82, we've hopefully got 5,000 streams on Spotify. And 5,000 streams on Spotify is the magic number for when Spotify says, ooh, look at these people. They're doing something good.
Oh, right.
What
They're
if it-
being
what if it
consistent.
takes-
They have listeners. Maybe we're going to give them a bit of a dig out. Apparently, that's what the lady said when she emailed me
With
back.
that method, like, what if it takes 10 years to get to 5,000? Like, you still get that little push.
Well,
then.
yeah, but it just needs 5,000 streams apparently.
Okay, very good.
Because you have to prove that you're consistent and you've got good content and people are listening.
Yeah. Can we just buy streams? Should we just do that?
No.
Okay, fine.
Unless you keep telling people to go on and listen. And there are interaction on Spotify, so you can now tell us what you think of the episode on Spotify, and we'll get notification.
We did get one of those in, didn't we? Except
yeah.
it turned out to be John in the end.
Yeah, and Nicola's
Excuse me. Yes, it did actually.
Nicola's mum as well.
Yeah.
From
Oh,
her,
right,
from
okay.
her episode, yeah, she
Oh, no way.
interacted with us.
What did she say? I love my daughter.
I think so, yeah. Something like, not how good she was.
Please stop talking crap to my daughter.
Yeah.
Maybe we can run like a fake competition or something.
Okay.
Just like pretend the listeners are going to win something, and then just forget about it. Like,
And
don't-
what about if
I like I just told what our intentions
Damn it! I
were.
always keep on doing the competitions wrong.
damn it.
we can go record an episode in your kitchen?
Okay.
Yeah, so that could be the competition winner against
Oh,
us to arrive.
Not necessarily in my kitchen.
No.
In the person who wins it. Okay.
Yeah, if
I
you
don't
want.
know if people would want that, to be honest.
I don't know.
That'd be hilarious.
Did get a coaster.
Let's see if we can get that going. That's a good idea.
So record.
Yeah.
Have we got like are we kitted out to?
Oh, we are fully mobile,
We are
baby.
mobile, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do it.
We will be doing a yoga class hopefully at some point. on
Oh,
the
yeah, that's right,
podcast. Yeah.
That's good to go.
Also, hopefully you listened to episode 79 by now. If you have not, you're after having 6 days. What have you been doing with your life? Put it on somewhere. Put it on the radio. Put it on when you're cleaning the house. Put it on when you're trying to go to sleep, because our voices are very soothing. And we make good noises when we eat our bars.
It's disgusting.
And they're not at all sexual. So episode 79, Thought on Green, Egg Tatnums to Spare. We went with a little bit of Irish last week. We were talking about all the places that you could go on holidays, all the great places that you can go, so on and so forth.
In Ireland.
In Ireland, yeah, of course, yeah, for your hollybops
Yeah.
this summer 2023. And then, as always, make sure to rate, like, share, follow, subscribe to the podcast wherever you may see it.
What happens if people don't do that?
We don't get to 5,000 streams.
Right.
And if we don't get to 5,000 streams, screams, oh my god, there's people going to screaming at us.
By the way,
5,000 streams, we're rubber ducked.
We're rubber ducked.
We are rubber ducked.
That's it. We're done. Done.
That's it.
No more podcasts.
And no more famousness.
We can have our Monday nights back.
No more LMFM on the 10 to 1.
Oh yeah. Yeah, LMFM. If you're listening, we're still available.
Yeah.
We're still waiting.
We cooled it a little bit there, but like we should get back on.
No,
LMFM
let's
now.
keep pushing LMFM. They need.
We didn't want
us.
to be too needy, so we cooled it off there for a while.
I very much see us as a Meath, two Johnnies, except
Yeah.
there's 3 of us.
Yeah.
I think we could liven up LMFM. a
3
little
Johnnies.
bit. Maybe if we took over the obituaries, maybe
Yeah. Made them fun. They do need to be a bit more.
spice them up a little bit.
Bit of pep talk. Get your act together. This could be you. You know.
Inspirational
Yeah.
obituaries.
Just an inspirational quote at the end of every obituary would definitely up the game. I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
LMFM, if you're listening, we are
Yeah.
available for inspirational obituaries.
For all the people at Death Store, or if you're just at the gate, we will write your obituary for you. It's best to be prepared.
It may be waffle themed. I'm not sure yet.
You'll sing it.
Come here to me. How was your weekend?
Yeah, it was good. Unfortunately, Offaly lost. We won't talk about
Oh
it.
no.
We got knocked out of the Leinster Championship. Yeah.
Darn. Now, did you get knocked out by points or did you get beaten in the match?
Points.
Oh, you
Yeah.
won the match.
No, we actually lost the last round. So technically, we done as well as we done last year. But last year we got through on +2. This year we got knocked out on +4.
+4.
Yeah, so like,
So it's like a golf thing. You have to get it down to 0.
Loud had 4 more points than we had. So
Ah, man.
yeah, scored points. But neither here nor there. Really.
Do you look back over the campaign and be like, oh, there was 4 definite points there that could have been easily
Oh well,
scored
like I mean,
for a goal.
we were winning up a point against Westmeath. 60 minutes was on the clock, and we lose by 2 points. So that wasn't great. We should have bet Loud by more as well. So if we had bet Loud by more, their points difference would be worse. Our points difference would have been better,
Mm.
and we didn't. We only bet them by 2 points. and then Wicklow beat us by 3. Just one of those things. But on the upside, over 35s were so consistent. We lost 3-0 again.
Oh no.
That is 3-0 away from home.
Wow.
And we drew
That's
1-1
impressive.
at home.
Defeats are tough, aren't they?
Sure.
Well, if you're getting used to them, they're probably not that
Yeah,
tough.
like 3-0.
Yeah.
Like at one stage, there was only a minute left and we were 2-0 down, so we just let them go in.
What day?
Because we're like, we want to lose 3-0.
What day? All right. What day do you play on?
Saturdays at 5 o'clock. So we were away to Monster Evan and we had 3 injuries.
Right.
It happens in
and
trees.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. And I had to go centre half.
Right.
Apparently, there's no height restriction for centre half. Apparently, anybody can play there.
Yeah, but remember Fabio Cannavaro? Remember for Italy, little small centre back.
Was he short? Was he?
Fantastic centre back.
They said Martinez is short.
He is very short.
Is he
Yeah.
short? But he's probably still taller than I am. He's probably just short for centre half. Is he?
No, I think he's like 5'4", 5'5".
Fuck off. Martinez isn't that.
He is. He's only
that's
small.
is
Yeah, he's only a small little bite,
he? He can't be that small.
and he's class as well. Should we Google it?
Oh yeah.
Do you want to Google it?
Yeah, I googled it.
John, how was your weekend, buddy?
The weekend was quite boring, actually. Just did lots of DIY stuff.
Right.
It's a vicious circle of saving up for DIY materials and then actually doing DIY stuff. That's my life at the moment.
So there's no joy whatsoever in anything you're
The
doing.
joy was sucked out of that a long time ago. Yeah.
Because you do have a history in carpentry, right?
Yes, carpenter. But I was really bad at it. That's why I'm not a carpenter anymore.
Like Jesus. You
Yeah.
gave it up though, did you?
I gave it up, yeah. I kept on breaking things and costing lots of money to my bosses.
Did you give it up in your like early, late 20s, early 30s because you were afraid maybe that you were getting to that stage that
Probably-
Jesus was at?
Yeah, I gave up, and I think when I was like 24, because
I don't want to get too many followers. Like,
and then when a guy came along called Judas, I was like, whoa,
I'm out of here.
I can't be friends with you.
You were as good a carpenter as Scotty was a plumber.
Oh, well, I'd say he was probably better than. We should get into business together.
We should do, yeah.
Imagine how crap that company
Oh,
would be.
jeez. What's this called? Don't know. Google it there.
We'll call you back, maybe.
Martinez is 5'9".
Is he 5'9"?
He's 5'9".
He just looks quite small compared to the other centre back that's beside him the whole time. Then,
Yeah.
Varane and stuff.
yeah.
Because Harry Maguire is useless.
So it was just DIY stuff,
Saturday. Yeah, well, we're putting a new boiler and all that this weekend.
right?
All that kind of jazz.
Oh, yeah.
Dug a hole for a
tagged the
pipe.
lambs.
You tagged the lambs,
Yeah, tagged the lambs.
gave them a little kick.
No, tagged them.
Oh, right, okay.
And we have to visit you guys, actually. We bring the kids out to you.
You want to hurry up because there'll be sheep soon.
Anyway, you can stop them.
Oh, I'm sure there is ways you could probably stop them growing up. Is there?
I don't know. Not
Sit
feed
on
them,
them.
but
Keep
they could
shaving.
die.
Yeah. It's a fine line, that one, isn't it? You
Mm.
probably want to go out and see them, maybe.
Yeah, maybe this weekend.
Yeah.
Or any time this evening.
It'd be interesting to see now next week's podcast if you actually did go out and see the
Yes.
lambs.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
I'm
and find
gonna
out.
predict no. So let's look
No.
back in this. I'm
You,
gonna do
you
a
did come
little-
last year, though.
You did? I did, yeah. Was it last year?
Yeah, it was last year, yeah. Because I didn't have them before last year.
I suppose we better introduce someone.
On our podcast this week, this man stood up to the plate. He's here this week to talk everything. Actually, we won't introduce the topic yet, will we? No.
No.
We'll get into the topic a
but
little
keep
later.
tuned for the Chocolate Bar World Cup later on.
Oh, that too, yeah.
Ooh,
And of
Um,
course, our waffle game. And
the-
finish off with our albums.
The wonderful Robert Matthews is with us
Yes.
today.
How are you, lads?
It's
How
it's
are
been
you,
a
Rob?
long time coming. Get in on top of that mic there.
All right.
It's been a
Been a-
long time
just get your
coming.
mouth off the mic, Rob. Jeez, disgusting.
You were on the. It's not your first podcast. You were on the F1 podcast
I
as
did
well.
a little bit of podcasting with you before, yeah.
Yeah, he's a pro at this now. in
With the
fairness.
Formula 1 one.
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Are you into Formula 1?
Not so much. I was.
Okay.
I was in and out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it's not boring, that's shite. But
It's a bit boring. This
I like to watch the
this
start of it and then that's it.
season. Yeah,
Yeah,
the first
pretty much
corners.
that's it,
Yeah,
isn't it?
Just cars going around.
yeah. They are, but they go round in different corners in different ways. And
But
stuff.
rally is better.
No,
Yeah.
it's not.
it
Wait,
is. It's a lot more exciting.
Okay,
Professional
let's not get into
go-karting.
F1. F1
Go karting is awesome.
Okay, karting is awesome, but that's the start of F1. That's where they all start off.
That's where they all kick off, yeah.
You know?
But you could quite possibly have a WRC or WRX car, but you can't drive a Formula 1 car down the road.
I wish I had a car at the moment, to be honest.
Ooh, touchy subject.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Come here to me, Rob. What did you get up for your weekend, there, boss?
I had a busy old weekend. We had a couple of communions to go to on Saturday,
Ooh.
and then gigging in the Central, which you're well aware of.
Oh yeah, I was there too. Yeah.
Oh,
And then on Sunday we were at the Dundry Fair.
On Dundry.
The Dundry.
Dundry.
Was
Aye.
Dundry Fair packed?
It was busy, yeah. It was a busy one this year because
Yeah.
I think last year now it was fairly wet, so it was quiet. But I did a good crowd around this year.
Yeah, I saw a video of a device that you strap children into.
Yes.
One of my children was strapped into said device, and it was going round in a big circle and was making everyone look like they were going to get sick.
Did they have the picnic bench that gets lifted up by the crane? that's always a great
And
ride.
the spider baby.
More water.
What's Dundry Fair about? Is it like a farming fair? Is it what is it?
My impression of it is kind of a farming fair. Yeah, like they're buying and selling different animals and.
Right.
Oh, actual trade happens there, like.
But well,
Isn't that what historically it was to deal in animals? Like, and
was it?
I think so. Wasn't it a farmery type thing for?
I thought it was just
selling,
a
That's kind of generally what most of them fairs are. They like
Yeah.
selling produce and stuff. And
It's
And
like
then-
the Scottish Town Fair used to be on Market Street. Because Market Street is called Market Street because there used to be a market on it where they bought and sell cattle and
it'd
sheep
be
and stuff.
cool to have it in there, wouldn't it?
Well, they used to up until like people complain about smells and all that, and then it got moved. Because I still remember that fair being in Market Street. I'm pretty sure it was that, not the haymaking. Pretty sure it was Scottish Town.
Because then we could have. Do you remember? Was it the Gumball Rally that came through Trim?
Oh yeah.
And then there was a girl in like an Opel Corsa or something that drove through.
She
it.
went the
got
wrong
stuck
way.
in the middle.
Yeah.
We could have her driving through the
Got the
market.
biggest cheer.
Fair play to her. So that was the weekend.
That was the weekend. Yeah,
Dundee
then
Fair.
went out on the bike then after the fair.
Oh.
Careful! Don't blow the load. So that was your weekend.
Aye, that was it.
YouTuber faces 20 years in prison after admitting to crashing a plane for views. Did you see the video of it?
No.
No.
So
I've
this
heard
young,
about this.
young fella, Trevor Jacob.
Doesn't look that young.
How did he get a plane?
I'm not sure.
This is a YouTuber and he's worth a fortune.
Yeah, I guess he just bought a plane.
Oh,
I
he
think
bought a plane?
I think it very much is his own plane.
Oh, okay. So
And he-
it's your own plane.
He flew it, right, well, here's the problem. He flew it up into the sky, he took it up a certain amount, and then he just bailed out of it. And then he was filming it from his phone, watching the plane go down and stuff.
Oh,
Right.
but that could have went down anywhere.
There's the problem, right? So he's facing 20 years, basically, for endangering people's lives.
Yeah, you imagine you out fishing in a lake in a boat. Next man plane hit you.
Well, I thought you were going to say so you like threw your fish away or something, or threw your fish.
Or hit your fishing line after you just caught one.
You get a fishing line right in the neck. But yeah, there's that. I think the area was somewhat. It was like a vast abandoned area.
Yeah.
But you just don't know. There's wildlife
Yeah.
down there as well. There could be anyone hiking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
could be
Just-
vegans down there.
That's true. Yeah.
And like he had no defense. It's like, no, I didn't do that, and there's like to play a video of the YouTube
But he
clip.
did, you can just see it clearly. So I think this guy's, as you like to use the term, rubber ducked.
He filmed
and
it all just to have evidence for everyone there.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like he's got his wish anyway. He's pretty famous now, but he's going to end up in prison, unfortunately.
How long? 20 years.
20 years.
What country is that?
I think it was Australia.
Oh, their prisons aren't too bad.
Trevor Jacob.
Different to Colombia. Or something.
Well, yeah, well, they're the original penal colony, aren't they? They're used to that over there. All right. Well, Trevor, you silly goose, don't do that again. All right. So the next one, office worker causes. You can have a look at the. Oh no, I cut it off. Office worker causes controversy by padlocking their milk in the communal fridge.
Good lord.
So he managed to close it with a padlock.
How do you do
The
that?
fridge or the milk?
There was like a little plastic top that he got
Hmm.
that had little holes in it, and he was able to put a padlock in the top of it. We all we all live with people, right?
Hmm.
There's always other people. Do you ever have a problem with people taking your stuff, or do you have a certain
Oh, in work, yeah.
area in the house or something? So work. Start with that anyway. In work, what's your?
Well, I got a little lunch bag now, and I have all my stuff in my lunch bag. I don't put stuff in the fridge by itself anymore because that goes missing. But when it's in a bag, it feels like you're breaking and entering, so people don't open your bag
Right.
because it's your private property.
Yeah.
But like milk would have went missing, and if you left like a bar or whatever around, or different things went missing. Yeah.
It'd be
And-
more hilarious if just one colleague. Like, who is doing this? I have no idea.
It's crazy how that keeps. He's sipping his tea.
Like, you don't mind people texting you and say, "Oh, is that your thing in the fridge or whatever? Can I have some?" That's grand. But take
Yeah.
it and not say that you took it,
Yeah,
and then not
yeah.
replace it is worse. Like,
Is there a certain shout for the fridge should have communal milk? Like it should just stay stocked. Someone should stock up the fridge.
no, because that'll end up always being one person stocking it,
Yeah, that's a problem, isn't it?
and then it's your money that's being wasted. So I have my little milk bottle, and I just put exactly the amount to make 2 cups of tea. So even if someone asks me for milk, I'm like, I don't have milk.
No, I've only got
That's what you have to do now. That is what you have to do.
I'm glad I brought up this topic. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Now, Owen does ask to borrow milk sometimes, but Owen takes like the smallest bit of milk. Like, it's not even worth putting in his. He may as well just drink black tea,
Right.
Because it's pointless putting in the milk. The drop he puts in his tea actually makes his tea worse.
Oh yeah.
He's always looking for a shout out in the podcast too.
By Owen.
Don't give it to him.
Yeah.
Is he the guy that loves Lego
Loves Lego.
and rice or something?
No, loves Lego and pancakes with Nutella for his breakfast.
That's what it is.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
How are you, Owen?
How are you on? Nice
What age is he?
24?
Right, he's only a young
Maybe
buck.
this year.
Young
Mm.
buck. Plays a bit of football, does he?
He does. He plays with Longwood as well now.
Oh, does he? He's a local lad.
Yeah, centre mid.
All right. Was there a bit of nepotism there? Did you get him the job in the gym?
I did, yeah. We were playing together at Park Celtic, and we needed a fella. And I was like,
Favoritism.
"Oh, you can't find a job after doing your master's degree in geography, resource, environmental, something."
That's what his job is.
Yeah.
Oh
And
my God.
He was already he'd done invigilating in the college, so he was already had a staff number.
Sorry, you
So-
said he was a vigilante in the college. Is that what you said?
No, he was invigilating.
You don't do that in public.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
So explain what that is.
That's the person that walks down the aisles in exams to make sure you're not cheating.
Oh, right.
Invigilating.
Yeah,
Oh,
invigilating.
God. So
Yeah.
a great
So
word.
he already had a staff number in the college, so it was just I just said to Paul, "Oh, Owen's looking for a job, and we have a job. We give him a job." And Paul's like, "Yeah, tell him to come in tomorrow." And then he came in, and he's there 2 years there.
Yeah,
Can-
very good.
Can we swing back to invigilating for a second?
Yeah.
Where else can you use this in life? What
Being-
else does invigilating mean? Like what?
I have no idea. I just do it in exams, I think.
So only exams.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know where
So
else
like
you
watching
would-
over someone's work wouldn't be invigilating. It's more just
No,
about
because
exams.
why would you have to watch over? Because they're like cheating isn't a thing.
okay. So it's to monitor cheating.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
Okay.
Hmm.
and make sure
I'll
they're
find a way to use it.
they're not
somehow,
like not
somewhere.
looking at the.
John's
One next
looking to
to him.
boost his
Mm.
vocabulary.
Yeah.
And then they have to go to the
Week by
jacks
week.
with them as well.
You have to go to the jacks with them.
And
Yeah,
hold
yeah.
it and make sure there's nothing written
Yeah.
on
No, you have
Where
to
can you get this job?
You have to stand in the toilet like and wait for them to go to the toilet.
it.
Right.
Well, in the cubicle.
Yeah. No, well, you're not in the cubicle with
You
them.
just watch it.
You're not peeing.
I don't
What's
hear
that?
peeing.
Pull that back a little bit.
I'm
There's something
trying.
written on the bottom of that joke. Yeah.
It's like 3 words.
Well, anyway.
It's like, oh, you got 4 words on yours.
Yeah.
The
Depends how
last
big
man
it
only
is.
had 2.
Oh God! Right, let's move on before we go down a bad road. How did we end up there? Actually, sorry. Do you have anything in the house? Do you have a little cubby area or somewhere you hide your stuff
From the
in?
kids or in
yeah,
work?
Yeah, kids or the wife, say.
No, there's nothing. It'll always be found.
Right. Okay.
Oh, he's winking at us.
You-
So there must be.
Yeah.
Oh,
You-
after the podcast. Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah,
You've given up, basically. Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, giving up.
Right. Okay. That's a defeated man right there. Rob, how about you?
I'm the one that takes it.
Oh, right.
What are you in my house?
Actually, yeah, you're neighbours, aren't you? You're close,
Yeah.
close together.
Yeah,
Just
we
down the
are.
road, yeah.
He's the third loop. At first loop, I'm the third one. There's a bit of a rivalry there.
So there's a second loop as well.
Yeah,
Sure, I may move
the
in
middle
there.
loop. You don't talk about the middle loop.
All right. Well, then I won't move in there. So you're the one who steals the stuff.
You know, when it takes too long for the Easter eggs to be eaten. Just
Oh,
taken
yeah.
away and
I'm the same, actually. Yeah.
What do you mean? You only had 2 Easter eggs. You never had
yeah, I
3.
had that months ago. What are you on
And
about?
then you rationalise it in your head. You're like, I'm saving them
Yeah,
from
yeah.
having this
Yeah.
sugar. It's bad for
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
As long as they don't see me.
Where did the rest of my Easter egg go? It's really bad for you to
Really
be
bad.
eating that. Yeah, I'd probably be the same actually. Yeah. So Roisin has no hiding areas that you know of.
No, we're open and honest, you know.
Right.
Well, apart from when I steal the kids' chocolate, but we're open and honest about everything else.
Apart from my stealing. All right, the last one then. A business urged to cut down on alcohol at work parties. Firms are being urged to limit the amount of alcohol served at work events in order to prevent people from acting inappropriately towards others.
Yeah.
Have we had issues in the past, John? You're shaking.
Oh,
your
we
head
always
there.
have meetings after the Christmas party in work. Yeah.
Did anybody put the bum in the photocopier?
No. It
That's
isn't
always
like
a
in
classic,
hotels.
isn't
Yeah.
We don't do Christmas parties in the office like America does.
Oh.
Yeah, that's an interesting choice, isn't it, to have it in the office? Is that saving money? Is that what that is?
In America, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd want to have a party in my workplace
Mm.
and then have to clean it all up afterwards.
Yeah. Well, you'd obviously hire a cleaning company or something. Get a caterer in, like, and they do the cleaning.
Mr. Moneybags.
Oh yeah.
over here.
What your bonus this year is you get to stay and work for the extra 4 hours.
Yeah.
on Friday.
Yeah. You have to drive into work in your Christmas party.
The other thing about those photocopiers, like the glass on the top of those, that's not strong glass.
No, I
It
don't
ain't
know
meant
if
for sitting on.
I don't know if that is just a movie thing or is it actually feasible.
To sit in it. Oh, it is feasible.
It's
I've done it.
feasible, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We've all tried it.
So
Yeah.
you know how strong the glass is.
Yeah. No, I've never actually broken it, but I've seen it. I've seen it done where someone sat in it and actually shattered the glass
Oh wow.
and it cut bum.
Bum.
Cut the bum.
Cut bum.
And did it photocopy the cut bum?
No, no.
That would have been
I
epic.
think they were just too shocked that it actually broke.
Okay.
So
Because it was not their photocopier.
Their Christmas weight.
Champion Sports back in the day.
Oh, God.
Champion sport.
So yeah, lads, that's the end of my news.
Excellent.
There we go. So the topic I suggested, because it's something that I'm interested in presently,
Yes.
is the bike to work scheme, or just biking in general. You have a history in biking. You love cycling about the place, don't you?
I do, yeah, when I've nothing else to do.
And you, Robert Matthews, recently availed. Now, you didn't have a history in cycling at all, really, did
No,
you?
not exactly. No, it's just kind of would have been during COVID. Like probably started borrowing like nephew's bike and going around just to do something.
The little pink bike with the
Yeah,
basket in the front.
yeah.
Clink, cling.
Training wheels and all, you know.
I'm going out to do a quick 33 miles. Cling, cling.
But yeah, and it just through the bike Paul Caldwell, then just got a bit of an interest in.
Mr. Bikeman, shout out to Paul Caldwell. Now, the bike to work scheme, what way did you go about it? You go to your place of work.
You go into. Well, I think it depends on different employers, but you go into the bike shop. You can pick your bike, and then go to your employer and fill out some forms, and it has to go back and forth to the bike shop and stuff like that.
Right.
But there's it's great. It's a game. Like sadly, the bike I got was, I wouldn't have paid for it myself. Like it was like $12.50 is right at the limit of what you can
That is the
afford.
lower
on
limit.
the,
isn't it?
you can
Yeah.
you can go higher, but you pay the extra yourself.
Right.
And then it just comes out of your wages then for a year.
Like the whole 12.50 comes out. Like
No, it came out as like, because there's
No, but like
tax
monthly,
breaks
yeah.
on it, and it came out weekly. I think it depends as well what way you're paid. Like you're paid monthly, it's going to come out monthly, you know.
Yeah.
But it came out in mine. It was like a £10 a week for a year.
Right.
Yeah, and at the end of the year, you get a €10 pay rise.
Yeah, but it's that's very good. It's before tax, so it's not coming out of your direct pay, is it? So your pay doesn't go down; it's actually the taxable income or something.
The way it worked with me was that it comes out before you get taxed. So
Yeah.
instead of getting taxed on all your wages,
Yeah.
it was actually €100 for me a month,
Right.
and it gets taken off that then, and then that's how you pay it back. I think
Oh, okay.
it's kind of weird. I actually do not know what I ended up.
So did your wages go down at all? Get that in your mouth. On a weekly basis, your wages.
No, well, mine's monthly, so it
Oh,
took
sorry.
it off. Yeah, so it was €100 every month.
Right.
For I think was it like 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
I think I only saved like actually like €300 on it or whatever. I think,
So you
but it was hard to calculate it because you actually didn't know what you were saving
Yeah,
because it came off before you were taxed. So
Right.
that's how you do it. So I don't know. Say I don't know. You get taxed. I don't know, 10 or less or something like that. I don't know what way it worked.
Oh, okay.
But that's the way Minute done it. Anyway. But I think if you're a teacher, you actually have to go buy it.
Oh.
And you go get the receipt and you hand it in, and then they pay you back monthly what you spent on the bike.
What? Oh, yes, you have to buy it first of all.
Yeah, you have to buy it first of all.
Why is this on teachers in general?
That's just because Sarah went to check, and that's how they said that the teachers do. The cycle work scheme, yeah. So you actually have to go buy it, and that is $12.50 is the limit. So you'll buy it for whatever you want for $12.50, and then you'll go back and say, "Oh, here's the receipt for $12.50," and then over 12 months they'll like filter that back into your wages.
Seems like they don't trust the teachers.
Yeah.
Like,
As if they have a history of,
I think you're going to leave in a month.
striking. And
No,
Interesting.
it's good. When I got my permanent contract in October 2020, I was meant to get it October 2019. Then actually, around was it the 15th or 16th of March, I was meant to sign it, and COVID came the 12th of March,
Yeah.
and I wasn't back in work then until August. And then eventually in September I got it. So I got my contract on the 1st of October, and I had the Cycle to Work scheme sent in on the 2nd of October. And I went to Spun when they were in Trim.
So, Spun's in Navan now. They're the
Yeah,
far
yeah.
side Navan. Good
Yeah.
shop. Graham Mackin.
Yeah.
Good man, Graham. So, you live in Longwood. Near enough Longwood, right?
Boardsmill.
Oh, sorry, yeah, Boardsmill.
Jesus.
I did that on purpose just to piss him off.
My postal address is Longwood because that's where my post comes from.
So technically you're right,
So
Scotty.
the post office.
I was
Longwood.
just joking. No,
Bertie's Longwood.
It's been revealed. So, should you really be playing for Longwood GA?
No,
or the
because
Boardsmill?
postal
don't
districts and parish districts are different.
I heard a story now about Wayne Leonard and Meath Kildare border.
Wayne
and
Leonard played jump rope with the boundary of Meath
He
and
bloody well
and
did.
Kildare.
Well, I think Meath played jump rope with his boundary. Anyway, could you fit now, Rob? You as well. You live in Kildare. That's it. Sorry, it took me a second. Could you physically cycle your bike to work?
Oh yeah, I would if I wanted to.
You would.
Oh yeah.
Do you
it's
want to?
23 kilometers.
23. That's not bad actually. On a
No.
bike, you'd look at it, and I think running wise, I'd be like, oh, that would take me that much time. But
could
on a
take-
bike, it's half the time, really, isn't it?
Yours is nice. You could to get the canal straight in, like cycle the canal route all the way to Maynooth.
Yeah, you could, but you'd have to go away to
Yeah.
come back.
To come back, yeah.
Yeah.
Far away. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
so-
go by Mickey Burke's place there, grab yourself a coffee out towards the canal,
Be a nice routine.
and
Yeah.
then that's pretty lovely. You see Mickey every morning.
Yeah, I do.
Like myself.
I do it in about,
Yes.
about an hour. Sorry.
Sorry, Bert.
He made a Mickey joke.
The greatest Mickey.
So yeah, how long would it take you actually to cycle to
It'll
work?
probably take an hour.
That's not bad, is it?
No,
If the
no,
weather was
because
good,
it's
would
only
you?
it's only 20 kilometers. Because I was up doing between 50, 60 kilometers on a cycle
Yeah.
when I was doing it every Sunday.
I'd love to cycle to work, but my only issue with it is if something happens to kids, then you're stuck and you've got a bike and you can't catch them quick enough.
Well, the only thing is, like, I think it's very weather dependent because
Yeah.
you're going into work and you obviously have to leave time probably for a shower
Yeah.
because you're obviously going to be sweating.
yeah,
Then
yeah.
you have to change your gear then as well. And then what happens then? 4 o'clock comes and it's pissing rain, and you're like,
Yeah.
I want to cycle home.
That stuff back on me.
Yeah. So you're showering twice a day if you're cycling,
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
or you just sit dirty and work for the day.
Yeah, well, there used to be a lad, and Stephen was his name, and I used to work with him ages ago, and he used to cycle from Fisborough to Maynooth, and
Whoa.
some nights he got very wet or whatever, his clothes, and he put them. We used to have one of them little push the electric rads
Right.
in the old office, and he used to hang his gear on it.
On top of the rad.
Yeah, and dry it. To
Oh
go
my
home.
god, that's a fire waiting to happen.
And like,
Insane.
because his clothes were obviously damp or whatever, it wasn't like a smell of sweat. It was like, do you know when the clothes get damp and they dry really slowly?
Yeah, yeah.
And that's just a smell. Like,
Yeah,
it was
and
filled in the
Wet
office.
dog
Like,
smell.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
gross.
yeah.
Why did he cycle from Phibsborough?
He didn't know care.
He just committed to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Doing
He
it.
cycled everywhere. Like,
God.
he was like one of these like rock climbing, cycling,
Oh, right.
adventure, triathletes, kind of crazy bastards.
But like
Yeah,
with
yeah.
when you cycle from Fisbury, you just cycle to the train and then get on the train.
No.
technically, So he cycled all the way.
Yeah.
Oh wow! I know a guy used to work with us from Fisbury, and he got a train all the way into Dunboyne.
What is it with people from Phibsborough?
Well, that's just
Oh.
cycling to the train. That's not cycling to work.
Well, he always said he cycled to work. I'm just saying. Like.
All right, let me take you just very briefly into some history, because we like the history of things around here. We like
Yes.
to talk
Yeah.
about the history.
What
So
kind
the
of bike
first
did
thing-
you get?
Have a look.
Huh?
What kind of bike did you get?
I got a gravel bike.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
That's the name of it. It's a brand name.
Made of
Gravel.
gravel.
Sorry,
No,
sorry, you
No,
couldn't
that's okay.
across
No,
it.
it's fine. Yeah, you work away.
For cycling on gravel, or it's called gravel.
It's kind of like an
like-
old school mountain bike, but
Oh yeah.
the look of a road bike. Got like the drop bars, so it's
Oh,
a bit
yeah.
Yeah.
kind of on road, and
Has it got those pedals that you have to stick yourself into?
you can stick them on it. Yeah,
Okay.
Did you stick them on?
I did.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you've the thick tires, the gravel
I
tires.
did, yeah, they'd be
that's
slightly
what-
wider than
Yeah,
the-
that's what I got because for going on roads. 'Cause
Bertie-
them narrow tires.
Bertie has a hilarious story. I'd like to hear it again. Actually,
Yeah.
No,
go
I've
on.
already told it twice apparently in the
You
podcast.
did.
I'd like to hear it.
Go
again.
on, tell it again. Go on.
Did I tell you the other one about the screw falling out?
I can't remember if you just told me it or whether it was on the podcast. I want to say it was on the
Oh.
podcast, but you sure go on. Go for it.
Have you
again.
heard the story in the podcast?
I don't think I have. No.
Okay.
We'll go full Joe Rogan and just start repeating ourselves constantly.
Okay. Well, when I got the bike, I went in with my 1250 and I didn't spend it all, and I got like just a helmet and the lights and the bike, whatever. And I said I wasn't going to buy anything else for the bike. About 5 weeks later, I had shoes, new pedals,
It happens very quickly.
and all the things
Yeah.
associated with it. So I never used the clippy shoes or anything before. So I said I'd go to the canal to test them.
yeah.
And got on the canal along, was cycling up. Oh, grand, this is grand, sure. Got up to Fury's and coming up the little bridge, and I had a look up to see was there a car coming, but Fury's has like a double dip,
Yeah.
and there was a car in a double dip. So I got there and seen the car, and it broke, and I was like, oh, I haven't flipped out, and it's and tipped off, and the out lad that I passed like about 10 minutes ago came cycled up behind me, and me there on the ground. I was like, are you alright? I said, I am.
I think that's
Just
just like
embarrassed.
a rite of passage with the
Yeah.
clips.
But
I
then
had a very similar one there when I got them just before Christmas when I put them on the bike, and practicing in the garden, just one foot on the ground and clipping in and out just to
Yeah.
try and get used to the feel, and then cycled around on the grass a bit, throw the foot out, like, oh, grand, okay, I'll go out for a little cycle now. Rode out to the entrance of the estate, coming up to just stop and check, was there traffic, and just because I was so used to it, completely forgot I was clipped in.
Oh, no.
And there was a car coming down, and I just started going, whoa.
Oh, and did you fall over?
Just fell down and busted my knee up. Yeah.
You can't. There's nothing you can do. Like,
Suppose it
nothing you
happen,
do.
has
Just
to happen to
Get up,
everybody once.
dust it
I
off,
suppose.
carry on, like it never happened.
yeah.
Like a big baby.
That car's gone. No one else saw me. It's grand.
Madness.
Yeah, the screw came out on my shoe once
Yeah.
when I was going. So and my shoe was just twisting in the cleat, like.
Oh, and you couldn't get it out at all.
Yeah, because the front screw was still in, and I was coming to the junction, the far side Longwood. I was thinking, what am I going to do? Because I have to stop because it's the main junction. I can't just like go out on the road. And even though I knew I wanted to unclip my right foot, because I'm so used to the left foot, I just couldn't compute
Yeah.
how to unclip my right foot. And so I took the courageous decision to ditch it. So I was going up and I seen a nice little flat bit, and there was no nettles or briars, and I just broke and just okay.
Oh, no, this is happening.
Yeah. But the big thing about the bike is to make sure that you have all your tools with you, because I have the multi-tool and spare screws, so I was able to fix the cleat back onto the shoe and able to cycle home.
Yeah.
So there's always things that you need to
Yeah, there's
when
bits
cycle.
you learn as you go. Like you kind of
Oh, yeah.
you start off just start cycling, and then you figure out, oh, I've got a flat. I should have a spare tube. I need
Yeah.
tools. I need tire levers.
Yeah.
Just little bits, and you get a little bag, stick it on the back of the saddle or on the bar or in the jersey pockets. Just make sure you have your bits with
I
you.
got a little bottle that is not an actual bottle, and it fits in the bottle holder.
Yeah,
And
I've started doing that now as well,
All,
just
all
with
the
it.
multi-tools in it. Yeah.
Oh, the bottle with the tools in it. That's a
Yeah,
good idea.
yeah.
Very good. Right, I'll give you some
Sorry, Scott.
some
yeah,
brief
fine.
history. If you have a look up at the screen there, have a look at that.
And what's your favourite kind of cycle?
You're such a jerk.
Well, actually, I'm getting into mountain biking now.
So, German inventor Karl von Drais is credited with developing the first bicycle. His machine, known as the Shift Walker, hit the road in 1817. This early bicycle had no pedals. Its frame was a wooden beam. The device had 2 wooden wheels and iron rims with leather-covered tyres. As the name suggests, the rider walked on top of the bike with his feet leaving the ground during descents. So it's basically like, do you know the balance bikes?
Balance
Yeah, I was
bike
just gonna
for
say.
adults.
Yeah, it's just a big old balance bike with no suspension. Your arse would be killing you. And then they moved on to this yoke. See this boy here?
Right, look at that.
This is the name of the next one. It's called a velocipede. Right, the 1800s consists of 2 wooden tires, a front fork, handlebars for steering, a saddle on a wooden frame, and the pedals on the axle of the front wheel.
Did you just use wagon wheels, is it?
Yes, they're getting to that point, aren't they? So the next interpretation of it was then moving into this yoke, and you see the penny farthing. See the big front wheel. So this thing, you see it in movies and stuff.
The big wheel that you don't need as much revolutions to go as far? Is that the idea?
I think
of the big wheel?
that was the plan behind it. Yeah, so that's the penny farthing or the high wheel.
Yeah.
They were used to describe the type of bicycle with a large front wheel, much smaller than the rear. Was as popular after a thing called the Bone Shaker. Jesus,
One of the kids asked me about that bike during the week. What turns the bike? Is it the front wheel that turns or the back wheel that turns?
It's the front wheel that turns.
Front wheel, is it?
Yeah,
I think the back wheel is the steering wheel.
yeah. But you're also pushing.
The front as well as theirs. It's just the pedals are just like directly onto the wheel.
Yeah.
True, yeah.
So they're just literally moving that wheel. Although this trend was short-lived, the penny farthing became the symbol of the late Victorian era. The dangerous nature of these bicycles made cycling.
Don't see anything dangerous at all about it.
Quite easy to get off.
I love his
isn't it?
mustache. That's what I'm trying to do.
It's lovely, isn't it? Are you? Oh yeah, you're going to go for that mustache.
Yeah.
I like
Very
that.
nice.
Because I can't go for a beard. So.
I like it. So that was the next iteration of it, and then you had this. You have a look at this. No, not that one.
Jesus,
This
what's
one
that?
here. So you're kind of heading into this lad here is like
Oh, yeah.
It's like
the
the High Nelly.
the
kind
High
of
Nelly.
job.
Yeah,
that's
this is
the
kind of the
Nelly.
start of this. But if you look at that, was it Heart Patent Safe? This is actually an actual ad that was in a paper. Patent Safety, a cycling skirt. Right, is unquestionably the best. It is perfect. It has all the advantages possible. Perfect for walking, golf, and tennis. Orders arriving daily from all
You
parts.
have to play music in the background.
What does it say here? Smart as a riding habit. Jenny Mac. Every client is delighted. If you see this, you will have no other. Beware of imitations. Jeez, that's mad, isn't it? So they made this skirt because cycling was such a big thing. They let women do it as well. Isn't that fantastic?
Fantastic. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Looks like
Very
a skirt to
inclusive.
get wrapped around the back wheel.
Yeah, yeah. So this cycling skirt had a little bit of a thing up the back of it, so you could sit down and cycle without having to hitch up your skirt. It's not very good.
Yeah, fair play.
You could do one of those, and then you're kind
What
of
are these lads at?
yeah, you're kind of getting into this area here. So the
That's a bit
tandem
weird looking
bikes
now.
and stuff.
We share that on our stories.
The two-wheeled safety bikes. You don't see many of these bad boys around anymore.
They're actually hard because you have to like coordinate your lean.
Yeah, together.
Yeah.
Yeah, if one doesn't lean, it's not going to do an awful lot. The safety bike, the two-wheeled safety bicycle configuration that we recognise today as the tandem seems to show up in the 1890s. Sorry, many of the early tandems were courting bikes, so designed for a man and a woman to be placed on together so that they could court. Nice, isn't that
Or
lovely?
A man and a man. But did you do the picture there?
Actually, yeah, there's two men there, or a lady with a lovely big beard. So yeah,
pipe.
and then it kind of goes that you start kind of seeing. You can see the tires now are starting to be made of, and Dunlop was a very early innovator.
He was
of,
the first to
bike
put
tires.
the pneumatic tire on the bikes.
yes, correct, yeah. So yeah, that's when they started. They started getting more comfortable. Then you can see the chains. It's starting to kind of it's starting to look like today's bicycles. There, that's where it's starting to go. Then.
Yeah, very good.
Interesting, isn't it? It
Very.
started off with what we have now as the balance bikes, and they like disappeared for ages. Kids were learning on bikes with thingies. What's it? Stabilizers.
Stabilizers.
And then all of a sudden, you see these balance bikes everywhere. It's like, oh, these new
Yeah.
balance bikes.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah,
actually
they're
genius.
how it started off. Isn't that mad?
Yep, mad.
So there you go. Yeah, I'm going to go for the I think I'm looking at going for the bike to work scheme. I think.
Oh, it's well worth it.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. Like it's a handy way to get. Like you don't have to go to the full price of it, and you know the less expensive bike you get, the less that's going to come out of your wages, whatever way you get paid. Then
Now, is
Just go for the 1250 though.
are the
Of course, it's there. You're not
Spend-
going to use it.
Yeah.
Because you need your accessories.
So the 1250 is including your accessories.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So it's just up to that point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
that's
I got the helmet, the lights, a jacket, pair of shorts, bibs. Bibs is your friend. Don't go for
Oh,
shorts.
yes.
Go for bibs with a pad.
Oh, what?
what? Say
Bibs
again?
with a pad.
For your bum?
Yeah, and the bib goes up because when you're cycling,
Oh, is this a onesie?
yeah, you're leaning over.
like
Like,
a-
shorts go down and the top hikes up. But when you have the bib, you don't have any of that.
No builder's bum when you're cycling.
No, that's it.
Oh, that's
exactly.
another thing. Yeah.
Now, are the prices of bikes inflated because of this bike to work scheme?
no, I don't think so. I think the
Like
prices of bikes, like
One
what
ti-
like the gravel bike that I got.
Mm,
Gravel biking is a big thing now.
yeah.
It's like the kind of current trend in cycling, and so that inflates the price of gravel bikes compared to road bikes.
Mm.
There's very little difference bar the shape of the frame and
Because
the
like
wheels that are
there's
on it,
great
so-
value in bikes now at the moment, like second-hand bikes, because a lot of people bought them through the bike to work
Yeah.
scheme, and they're just selling them off. Like, so
Yeah.
there's good
Do
value in buying.
You can
second-hand
do, you
bike.
can do it every 4 years. So some
Yeah.
people might be
Mm.
upgrading theirs.
But I'm just wondering, is there €1,250 worth in a bike?
it depends what
you wanna do.
what you're willing to spend. If you're gonna
Mm.
get the use out of it, I
€100.
would go for a new bike that's gonna last you for the 4 years or
What do
whatever.
you get for 100?
Actually, you get something.
I get something.
Well, Sarah got a nice bike for, I think it was like 299
Yeah.
or 300 in coins.
Second hand?
No, brand new. But you see, the difference is as you go up in the price, you have the better gears. So
Mm.
your gear selection is on your handlebars. Her gears are in the middle, like, and then
Mm.
you have different whether you have the pad brakes or you have the disc brakes. So
And-
all these things.
And swinging back to the bike to work scheme thing. Let's say you go into a bicycle place.
cycling back to
Swing around.
Yeah, I like it.
Do you then get the money off the government and then give it to the shop, or does the shop get your wage money?
Well, the way with my job was the employer paid for the bike, and then it just gets taken out of
So
your wages.
they did a bank transfer to this bike shop.
They paid the bike shop directly, and then it gets taken out of your wages weekly then for over a year.
Okay, so that bike shop gets the thing fully paid for, basically.
Yeah. They'll need like payment before you can collect anything.
Right, very good.
Yeah, your man in Spun just
Stupid
said,
business.
I just make the
Imagine
thing
that.
out for $12.50. He says that's what everybody does. And then he says once your work then clears it, then just come back and then you can pick your bike.
I just wonder, like, because everybody just got $12.50 to buy, but I just wonder, is there any sort of inflation? Like, this bike's only $1,000, but no, there have to be.
No, well, like
This
the
is
price
business,
is
like.
it's the price of the bike,
Yeah.
as if you were going to buy it in cash without the bike to work scheme. It doesn't change it.
Mm.
I know what you mean. Like, is it that it just in general most people are going through the scheme now, and
Yeah, and there's lads just making bikes now for 400, buying bikes for 500 quid, and you're saying 12.50.
Well, COVID changed it anyway, because I got like the last.
You're very cynical.
I am always
You do not
cynical.
trust anyone.
because I do it as well myself.
Exactly. You're seeing a business opportunity.
I'd be like, I would do it.
I
I'd be like,
missed something
doesn't
there.
matter if I paid 450 for this bike or 400 for this bike. It's 12.50.
Yeah, here comes the bike to
Yeah,
work.
got 50 quid extra for this bike.
Some bio. Can I tell you a quick story before we move on to our next matter, which would be the waffle game, I'm guessing? No, we got Chocolate Bar World Cup.
Yeah.
During or near the end of the lockdown, I think, myself and Rob and Robert Kennedy, the elusive Robert Kennedy, decided that we were going to go cycling. And so I got myself a cheap old bike.
Lovely.
And whatever.
First mistake.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it didn't last very long. The front brakes weren't great in it now, but it was grand. And I had some kind of like cycling type gear. And Rob, where did you get your bike from?
I think I got a lend of it off Robbie.
Yeah, you borrowed a bike. And we were talking about going for a cycle or whatever. And so Robbie was going to cycle out to my house out by Kilbride sort of area where I was living there. And he was going to pick me up. I think, was he going to come out with you or something from there? You were going to cycle out and pick me up there. And we were going to cycle around by Navan and back.
Yeah, well, I can't remember what kind of plan we made, but I think I went out to meet Robbie in his place. And then we were cycling to meet you somewhere.
Yeah, there was a loop being done anyway. And so I was waiting for the lads to come up, and I was expecting, like, you know, all the cycle gear and stuff. What does Robbie Kennedy cycle up in? He's got a pair of feckin' work boots and a high-vis vest and a pair of jeans. He had a helmet on him, in fairness to him, and the sunglasses as always.
No doubt.
But Robbie's idea of...
Helmet made out of waffle.
Yeah. The work boots and a pair of jeans and
Good Lord.
he was faster than the both of us put together.
Yeah.
God bless him.
Yeah.
Typical Robert Kennedy. Right, will we get on to the Chocolate Bar World Cup?
Yes. So Snickers had a big win last week.
Yeah, rightly so.
77%, but there was still 23% for Carmack, so there are some Carmack lovers out there. We might have unearthed a few, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
This week, though, we are going with Whisper and Double Decker.
Right.
So once again, the poll will be up on Instagram later this morning around 10 a.m. I think we put them up just for 24 hours and see what the thing is.
Yeah.
Now, we went smart this week. Everybody gets their own bar because we have a 4-pack.
Oh, one each. Oh my God,
Oh,
I'm gonna
yay.
get sick.
One each.
2 bars of chocolate.
Anybody have a preference before, any preconceived ideas of a double decker or a Whisper before we delve into it?
I'm on the fence
I
there.
always think I don't like double deckers, and then you have one with
Yes.
a cup of tea and it's lovely.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I have the exact same view as you.
I'm biased. I don't like double deckers.
Not at all.
I even dislike the colour of the packet.
Right. Double deckers are a lovely orange and purple kind of colour. Is there a country that's orange and purple? It's Wexford? No, Wexford are purple and yellow.
Yeah, purple and yellow.
It's close enough to the Wexford colours. So double deckers made by Cadbury's.
So is Whisper.
Whisper is also Cadbury's, is it?
Yeah, Cadbury seem to have the owl purple.
The Monopoly.
Yeah, on purple for some reason.
Alright, yeah. Well, Cadbury's, what's the Dairy Milk is purple. That's their flagship, isn't
Oh,
it?
yeah, that's true.
So they've always kind of been that purpley colour.
So now the K-Cals this week are going to be thrown off a little bit because they're minier bars. So your double decker is going to cost you 171 calorie on your calories, and a Whisper will only be 129.
You cycle it off on the way home.
Yeah.
I've had cake before I came here. I'm already at my limit.
I feel that's because Whisper has holes.
Oh, right, that's less.
Yeah, so there's more air in the Whisper.
Right, I'm going in. What are you going for first?
Which are we going for first?
Go.
Look how small
What
they are.
do you want to do? Do you want to go Whisper first?
Yeah, we go Whisper
Yeah.
first.
Because I have to say my preference would be chocolate, more chocolate like than
Yeah.
bits and bobs in the
So
bar.
so you're thinking the Whisper's
I'm
nicer
thinking
one.
Whisper. Yeah, I'm thinking Whisper.
Everybody has had one of these in their lifetime before, though. This isn't their
Oh,
first
yeah.
time, no?
No.
It's not my first.
Whisper. Yeah. Hang on.
Oh yeah, it's good.
Have to make noises.
Oh man, that's good. Oh, sugar is delicious.
Yeah, it's hard to beat Whisper.
Yeah, no. Like
A
Whisper.
nice bite to
What-
it, and then it melts.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good.
Chocolate at room temperature.
Yeah.
Yeah, like-
Now, if we had
Yeah,
tea,
yeah.
if we had a
Chocolate.
cup of tea there, now, that'd be awesome.
Some people like it in the fridge, don't they?
Yes, fridge.
I like dairy milk out of the fridge.
It's very good. Nice cold. Yeah.
Oh, could you like the snap, is it?
Do you ever pop it in the freezer?
Hard bite.
Just when you get them, go home, pop it in the freezer for an hour.
Mm.
Oh man, delicious. Very, very good. Although I'm trying to be good at the moment and not have sugar. But the Whisper, I'm going to finish all this Whisper fact.
Cadbury's are obviously gone sustainably sourced cocoa, 100%. So they must be going down that road.
All right, so they've changed where they
Their
get their
values.
chocolate from.
It is in date, unlike the Carmack that we got last week,
Excuse me?
which was a month out of date.
Didn't tell me that.
Oh, is that what that chalky feeling was?
Maybe that's what the shocking feeling was. I only noticed when I went home because
Mold, lovely.
the date wasn't on the bar.
I don't think
They
I've
were
ever
only
seen
on
a
the packet,
Carmack
like-
in a shop.
Well, we didn't. We went to the shop down the road.
You wouldn't even notice it, but they're there.
I wouldn't go to that shop though.
That tastes like Easter eggs.
Now these
The Whisper.
bars
Yeah.
only 23.7
Easter
grams
egg chocolate.
in that Whisper, so it is a small Whisper.
Do you feel that the Easter egg chocolate tastes different to normal chocolates? Is there
Like
something about it?
to a dairy milk, like.
Mm.
It's just the thinness of it, isn't it? That kind of crispiness.
Melts a bit easier in a
I
bit.
think
There's
I-
something about that chocolate.
They're
I don't know
done
what it is.
differently, though, aren't they?
Are they?
Yeah,
It's like
because
the-
like the Easter egg is like poured into a mold and stuff.
Do you know
Yeah,
the,
I
the
actually-
skinny little dairy milk bars you can get? That's more like the Easter eggs.
I suppose, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's right, yeah.
John was
Yeah,
about
yeah.
to say something exciting there, but let's cut him off and
I've
move
seen
on.
how an Easter egg was made.
And damn it, he said
All right. Is it by a chocolate bunny?
Yeah. he squats over a conveyor belt. It's incredible to see. It's like beautiful. I cried when I seen it first.
Stop me seeing this.
I haven't eaten an Easter egg since. So
Or
you're
chocolate.
better
for
off
that
not
matter.
doing the tour.
Oh, God.
That's why they said no photography.
So, actually, how are they made?
Basically, there's this kind of cage, right? And
With
there's
bunnies
and there's
in
egg and they scream a load of rabbits. No, and there's like a egg-shaped ball of some sort, and there's a hole in the top. They pour in the chocolate, and then they just spin it.
Ah, yeah.
It
Just
just
wondering
spins.
why it wasn't solid. Like
Yeah, so there's spins. So technically, the chocolate is going around
the
the
outside
edge,
of it. Yeah, yeah.
and then it eventually just dries and comes an egg. Then they
Wow.
pop it open, and there's your egg.
Just ready to go.
Mm.
Ingenious.
Yeah.
I have trouble boiling eggs in the morning, and someone made a machine to make chocolate eggs. Isn't that fantastic?
Yeah.
Fair play,
Incredible.
lads. What are you at, Bert?
So the double decker is actually a heavier bar, if you noticed that. Now we've all let the Whisper, so we can't really compare it.
No.
So there's 7.3 grams in this little double decker, and there's only 23.7 grams in the Whisper. So if you want to cut calories, I suppose Whisper's the way to go, and I think it is nicer. Now, the double decker, these are great 4-packs, because obviously if you're only having a cup of tea, you only want a little snack. These are probably a nice size for that,
size,
yeah. Just so that you don't feel guilty and you don't end up like the nun in Farrad Head when she broke her Lenten promise.
Did
Or
you
you
say
have
the
box
ingredients?
of heroes and you eat 75 of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Did you say the ingredients of these?
And no, I'm not sure what's in a double decker. What's it? Biscuit, is it? And stuff like that's in a Mars, is it?
No,
Is it that stuff? Is it nougat or something? Is that what it's called?
nougat, isn't it?
Not for resale.
That's because it's from a multi-pack.
It doesn't. It looks like there's nuts and.
They're not, it's biscuit, I think. It's
Is
not
it?
nuts. No, it's biscuit.
Let's open her up.
Milk chocolate with smooth, chewy nougat and crisp, crunchy cereal filling bar.
Oh, cereal. Okay.
There you go. I don't know. Suppose if
Yeah, it's good.
you're looking for a mixture, it's a lot like the picnic and stuff. You're looking for a mixture rather than just chocolate.
I'd say this is kind of like. Let me think. What would it be like? It's kind of like.
The boost.
No,
Hmm?
I'd say people are very fanatical about the double decker. It's one of those bars that people really like. That's my bar. I love a double decker. You either love it or you just don't rate
Like
it at
it's
all.
grand, but I wouldn't be going into
Not a
buy
fan.
it.
Not a fan.
Don't like it at all.
It's just the texture of it. It feels like there's two different temperatures in the bar
Yeah, yeah,
as you're eating it. It's like something's really warm and then something's really cold.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm not a big fan of them, but with a cup of tea, they're lovely.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, would
Do you dip it?
Dip it.
No, just take a bite and then
In
swig
with
of hot
the tea.
tea in there with it.
So you're dipping it in your mouth, basically.
That's the one.
It breaks up too easy because when you put it in your mouth, the nougat goes one way and the biscuit goes the other way.
Yeah, I get that actually. It's not a great texture, is it?
Mm-mm.
And it almost feels. Do you know when you chew down it almost feels as if it's like you're chewing into chewing gum or something.
Bit gummy.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of that texture.
Mm-mm.
So I think it's pretty clear, actually. I think the Whisper has it for me. to be
Clear
honest.
winner.
But I guarantee you, when you put this up on social media,
Go the other way.
that there will be people who are fanatical about these things.
There's more protein in the Whisper, if that's the thing.
Is there?
1.6 grams of protein per bar And there's 1.4 grams per protein in the double decker.
Was it the milk?
I don't know.
More chocolate.
More chocolate. Less fibre in the Whisper. More fibre in the double decker.
Hmm.
More salt in the double decker too.
Right, okay, which you
Yeah,
don't want.
sense that.
No. There is less fat in the double decker though.
Which you do want.
And less of which saturates as well.
Not sure what they even are.
The old double decker wouldn't be bad if you're going out to play a game. 27 grams of carbohydrates.
Right, okay.
Only 13 in the Whisper, so it might be one to eat on the way to a game maybe or something, I don't know.
Stick it in your pocket going for a cycle.
Yeah, there you go. That's a
I don't
cycling
know.
bar maybe.
Melt all of the inside of your, your little onesie. It's a double decker, I swear. Right, so I'm going to vote for the. I think it's the Whisper. It's easy
Yeah,
enough,
Whisper,
isn't
Yeah, whisper.
Whisper, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
it? There's four for the Whisper.
See what happens on the
Very
old
exciting.
Instagram though, to be fair.
Right, social media, you decide. But I think it's going to be Whisper from us.
It's that time, you know the name. It's the reason we all came. Find the words that are the same. It's that time to play the waffle game.
Ooh, shoot. Oh, damn it.
So
He's very bad at rock.
this
paper,
week
scissors.
you
Terrible,
can
yeah.
He loses a lot, doesn't he?
Mm.
you can ask for the team and name the stadium, or ask for the stadium and name the team.
Ooh.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
All right. So once again, we start off easy before it's easy. And so, Rob, you were going first, is it? You won, did you?
Mm.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's decided he gets tipped.
So would you like the team or the stadium?
Stadium.
Etihad Stadium.
For God's sake.
Man City.
Is it?
Yes, that's one.
Yeah, I know this.
Oh, this pen's not working.
What did you go for? Team or stadium?
Stadium. Yeah.
What do you want to go for?
Give me team. Let's keep it interesting.
Liverpool.
Anfield.
Oh, I can't believe that.
I reckon he's just
Scam.
roping us in here with the easy ones.
Yeah, of course.
That's 1-1.
Yeah, they're playing in it right now, I think, are they?
No.
Oh no, that's it. Leicester's.
Next.
Not gonna say
City.
what it is.
We'll go team.
Team. Aston Villa.
Oh, shite.
I think I know what that is. Can that be passed over if he doesn't get it?
Well, maybe at the end, if you want to
Okay.
rub it in, we'll come back to it.
Okay.
No, I don't have a clue.
I think I know what it is anyway.
Give us a first letter, maybe. No, do I get that?
Will I?
Being the guest.
Will I give him the first letter of what I think it is?
That's cheating.
No.
Which one do you want, team or stadium?
Give me stadium.
Old Trafford.
Manchester United.
Don't say that with such joy.
Well, it's joy because I'm winning finally.
No, which do you
I'll
want now?
have to go back to stadium, I think.
Emirates Stadium.
Arsenal.
These are all very easy.
Emirates,
It's
Etihad, all sound very
it's
similar.
about to get hard now. He's going to really shove it to me.
So it's 2-2, but it's your goal. So what do you want to make it 3-2?
Give me stadium.
St James's Park.
Newcastle.
Oh.
Scotty takes the lead. Next,
I'm going to stick with stadium. Seems to be the way.
Bramall Lane.
Bramall Lane is it. Sheffield United.
Oh, I was about
Nice.
to say West Brom.
Pull that one out.
Very
Now,
good.
Scotty, which one do you want?
Give me stadium. It's an easier call, I think.
Ellen Road.
Leeds.
Yeah, I didn't go very hard in it.
Yes.
Just to be sound like.
I love it.
Okay. Now the last two.
Oh, I'll go team for a challenge.
Team. Burnley.
Burnley.
Oh.
I shouldn't have done that. Burnley. No. Unless it's the obvious teams, I'm probably not going to know.
Burnley Stadium.
Burnley. Stadium of Darkness.
Oh, I like it.
No. What do you want?
Give me stadium. 'Cause, it's harder the other way.
The Hawthorns.
West Brom.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
Yeah, it just came to me there.
Now, do you want to rub it in and get
Is it Pride Park?
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Villa Park.
Oh, Villa
Oh.
Park. Was it ever Pride Park? No.
No, that is that Derby? No, Pride Park.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know.
I could have swore that was Villa.
And
Anyway.
then what would you want to go? The Burnley one.
No, I wouldn't get it.
Turf Moor.
Oh yeah, of course. Just when you say it. Like.
So You got Rob got 1. So 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 5.
What is? Did I get 5 out of 5?
You got 5 out of 5. Yeah. Pity it wasn't a waffle
Holy
game.
shit! The water in Lake Tahoe is so cold that it preserved a body of a missing diver for 17 years. Donald Christopher Winddecker was found in 2011, 17 years after he went missing, and his body was found 265 meters, 80 meters, 265 meters below the surface, and it was preserved enough to conduct an autopsy and determine his cause of death and everything. Isn't that crazy?
Amazing.
17 years it was preserved for under there.
Mad.
Unbelievable. So there you go, Lake Tahoe. Chamboy.
I have a shell bomb, but not shell bomb query, but Robert Kennedy. Did you hear where? Did you hear what Robert Kennedy did?
The segment's
Just
going
because we were
arseless.
talking about cycling.
Yeah.
He got onto those stationary exercise bikes. You know them ones?
Yeah.
Won the Tour de France on it. Honestly, he just took off on it.
Here's a fun fact. I gave him a stationary
Did you?
bike. Yeah, it must be the same one.
That's why he's so big now. What is a group of cyclists called?
What?
It's not a joke. It's just like what's
An
it called?
actual-
There's an actual name for them.
A clouder.
Well, I usually hear them being called, oh, for fuck's sake.
Look at these bollocks.
Get out of
That's
the
what I call them.
fucking lycra.
It's called a peloton.
What?
Yeah.
Is it actually?
Mm-hmm.
Are you not? Are you making that up?
I'm not making it up.
Are you sure?
A group of cyclists is a
well,
peloton.
Yeah, 'cause you're-
in like the front, the lead group in a race
Yeah.
would be the peloton.
Peloton,
yeah.
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 All right. So
Yeah.
that's where that name comes from.
Yeah.
The Peloton. Very good. Bert.
Mhm.
Do you ever on a Sunday morning and the family is there and you're thinking, yeah, sure, we'll have an owl
You're
fry.
not allowed to do that in front of the family.
We've all been tempted, but no.
We'll have an owl fry and you're in your good clothes after coming home from mass and you're after putting the oil on it, and you've oil all over your
Oh,
good shirt
yeah.
after going to mass.
Yeah.
Yeah, spit and frying pan because you put the oil on. Do you know how you could help that? By getting a little pinch of salt and sprinkling it in your frying pan, and it cuts down frying pan splatter by 85%.
What?
Ooh.
There you go.
85. But you've
Yeah.
got to. What do you do? Salt the pan first of all
No, you put your oil on there, you sprinkle salt on, and it cuts out
into the oil.
into the oil.
Right.
Little pinch.
So if you're doing, what if you're doing like bacon and sausages though? You're getting very salty rashers then.
It's a pinch, Scotty. It is a pinch.
You know the science
Rashers in
behind
the grill
Hmm?
anyway.
What's the
That's
science?
true, actually.
Oh, yeah.
In
What's
the
the
air
science
fryer.
of it?
Mm.
No idea.
Okay.